Hello everybody, it is Emery48 here, and today's video is on Iron Man 2. It's another Marvel Monday. Marvel is been continually pretty much improving, in my opinion. It was a 6 before. I'm just editing my doc now, and I'm moving it up to a 7. I think other than Captain America, not Captain America, sorry. Other than Captain Marvel, it's been a very pleasant time. All the movies have been good. This TV series has been good. So I think in fandom it's a 7, and I think for me it's going to be hard to move it up to an 8. I think 8 is where really, like, I am a Marvel fan at that point. I think right now it's like borderline. I'm still enjoying what I'm watching, but I'm a borderline Marvel fan. I wouldn't consider myself a Marvel fan yet, if that makes sense. But I'm a fan of what I've watched. Iron Man 2, I believe, is my favorite Iron Man movie, or favorite Marvel movie so far. Just edging above Iron Man 1 for a couple of reasons. First of all, I think Tony Stark himself has already been developed, so you get to build on that character more, which is enjoyable. 2, I think the plot was better. And by that, I mean I think it was more straightforward. They didn't hide around who was the villain for some time. They were just very straightforward with, here's the problem, here's the person causing the problem, and let's go. 3, I think the villain was better. Obi in the first one was a very stereotypical, I knew your dad, we co-run a company, I betray you. Bang. Easy villain. This villain is, my dad worked with your dad betrayed my dad. And we've been in this hole in Russia for a couple decades now. And I've been fostering this hatred towards Stark Enterprises. So I'm coming after you. Very cool villain. Some other characters. Rhodey. Thought it was funny how it was a different actor, but I liked how they approached it. This is the new actor, we're not going to talk about it, and you're going to accept it, and we're going to move on. I like that approach. It's a good way to do it. I was worried at the beginning of the movie because the first 2 shots of Rhodey is the back of his head and then the side of his head, and you could immediately tell it wasn't the same actor, and I was like, are they not going to show the front of his head? But then they did and moved on, and it was fine. I liked Rhodey better in this movie, not necessarily because of the actor. I think his character was more involved this time, and he didn't butt heads with Stark as much, which makes him a more likable character in my opinion. We have the Scarlett Johansson, with a Black Widow character. If she's Black Widow at this point, I don't really know. She wasn't called Black Widow at all, but whatever. Her character was really cool. Reminds me of Dottie from Agent Carter. The very, Russian asset, badass fighter. Happy is a fun character. I like him. A little comic relief here and there from the action scenes as well, which is nice. Especially the one with Scarlett Johansson, where he's fist fighting this dude the whole time, and she's beating up half a dozen, 10 guys, and he's like, I got him. And looks up, and there's just bodies all over the place. I like the Nick Fury character and the other agent, Caruso, I believe, something like that. They're good characters. I'm glad that they were involved in this one. Howard Stark. One of my favorite characters in Marvel so far, mostly because of his time in Captain America and Agent Carter. It's funny that in every thing that he's been in, like the Agent Carter, Captain America, he's one actor. In Iron Man 1, he's a different actor, and in Iron Man 2, he's a different actor yet again. So it's kind of funny seeing that, but I liked having more Howard Stark influence, because he is one of my favorite characters. And you can really see, because Agent Carter was made after Iron Man, so you can see how they were coming up with Howard Stark now, and you see the influences Iron Man had on Howard Stark of Captain America. I think the fighting scenes were also better. In this, there was more like full scale fighting scenes when they're flying through the city, when Stark and Rhodey are fighting the drones. Very cool. So overall, I think it was a lot of improvements upon Iron Man 1, which was still a good movie. But that's all I have for today. So thank you everyone so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.